Good day, guys. Welcome back to this channel. So let's take a look at New Zealand CAD and New Zealand Swiss franc for this week. So make sure you subscribe if you have not subscribed. Like, share, and also make your comments. I would love to watch out for it. So let's start this analysis from the monthly time frame. So we are going to understand this movement itself and why we'll be making such movement this week. So first of all, right, you would want to ask yourself, what is the trend for this move? On the monthly time frame, it helps us to understand the full view, the full movement on this movement, right? So you can clearly see that this New Zealand card has been giving us a ranging market on the um, monthly time frame. You can see that price have hit this level up here repeatedly and it will reject at that same level. Same thing with this level that is down here. Price will come to hit this level that is below and it will reject it multiple. So you can actually check it, you will be able to see it. You see that once price comes to hit our level up, we tend to see a rejection down to a support level and again to our resistance level. So we took the up level that price has been rejecting as the resistance and the level below that price has been rejecting with, you are going to take it as this support level. So eventually price has been ranging. Now if you take a look at this movement that was made here on New Zealand dollar card, you see that the movement was made that came to the support level and you can see it broke below it. So if you want to see it as a false breakout, then there's nothing bad about that. It is okay, right? It's still cool. But eventually, we need to have a new impulse move that will come to hit our resistance level, right? So this is what we are having, right, on New Zealand dollar card on the monthly time frame. You can see the movement started since October. We actually opened and closed bullish. You can see it. If you take a look at the month of November, we actually opened and closed bullish. And now when you take a look at the month of December, price has given us a bullish move. So this week that we are predicting for price, we have actually opened and close, price will end this week, right? This is when markets will I say the months for this prediction that we are predicting for will actually end, right? So price is giving us a bullish move. So once we get that bullish move, right, we need to get a pullback. But before we get that, take a look at this moving average. Is your price below the moving average or above it? So we clearly can start. It is above the 10 period moving average. By the way, it's 10 period I'm using. 10 simple period moving I am using to actually guide me, to actually know how to place the trade, right? So that is it. Now that should take us to the weekly time frame that I want you guys to pay attention to. So first of all, the trend is what you would want to ask yourself for, right? You can clearly see that this is an uptrend move. Price is giving us higher highs and higher lows, right? So we would want to see this price actually hit this level of 0.94. Currently, this price is at a level of 0.85. So we would want to get to a level of 0.94. That is what we are aiming for on New Zealand dollar card. Now, when you zoom in, right, you can take a look at this massive bullish move that was made on the weekly time frame. You can see week one, we actually open and close bullish. You can see week one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. We see for good 10 weeks straight up, we actually had a bullish move, right? After a bullish move, right, especially when you are having that uptrend move, we expect price to go up, right? There must be a pullback. That is exactly what we had this week that just finished. This is a pullback that we've gotten on New Zealand dollar to CAD. So now after this pullback, what do we expect? We now expect a further bullish move. Though we would see analyze if this pullback is over, but take a look at this moving average. You clearly can see that this price is trading above the 10 period moving average. Previously, it was below this 10 period. When you zoom it out properly, you see it. Price has been trading below this 10 period moving average. So price is now above this 10 period moving average. And of course, a pullback needs to be made. And we all know that a pullback um, tends to happen where price has actually reacted to previously, especially if price has reacted to a level previously. There's every possibility that price will get to that same level and react to it. So there's no doubt that we're having a pullback here because price has reacted to this level, right? So this is one of the reasons why we're getting a pullback. So now that we've gotten a pullback, what next do we expect? We expect a further bullish move that will take out this ice and a new ice needs to be made. Let's see if we'll be able to make such movements in 2 weeks' time within this week that we are predicting and the first week of January. Within this week, our first week of January, let's see if we're going to take out this next level on New Zealand dollar card. So anyhow, anyhow. We will be expecting or speculating a bullish move on New Zealand dollar to CAD, right? We can see it on the 4-hour time frame trading above our 10 period moving average, right? So the goal is actually to take out this resistance, which is at a level of 0.94, right? When you zoom it on the weekly time, on the monthly time frame, right? You see on the monthly time frame, it is kind of resistance and support level, right? The goal is actually to hit that resistance level. So by next year, right? I believe by this time next year, we should have gotten to that level. But on this weekly time frame that we are trying to predict for, a pullback has been made. You see, we actually opened and closed bearish the week that just finished. So this week that we are predicting for, we expect this New Zealand dollar card to go bullish. Now that should take us to the daily time frame. So you can see it. You can see higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and higher lows. And this is a pullback. Now, is this pullback over? Well, to be to know if this pullback is over, we need to use our Fibonacci retracement tool. And I'll tell you two levels that Fibonacci will get to before it tends to react. When this is the retracement now. Let's add this so you would understand it. So this is the low level, and you will take it a look at these highs. Now, the two level Fibonacci prices to get to on Fibonacci before it reacts and continue its uptrend move. First of all is the level of 23.6, and secondly is the level of 38.2. So this is the level of 26.3. Is it that we start having this bullish move? That means if price starts giving us this bullish move, right, then this week we should expect that bullish move, right? Or price can eventually drop to a level of 38.2, right? Price can eventually drop to a level of 38.2 and continues that bullish move. Above all, there are two levels that price will actually give us that bullish move from. It's either it gives us that bullish move at a level of 23.6, or it drops and gets to a level of 38.2 before Fibonacci starts going bullish. But before you want to consider bullish, you want to get multiple confirmation, especially when you are seeing multiple break or structure upward. Maybe you see multiple break or structure upward on the 4-hour time frame, like 3, 4, 5 structure upward on the 4-hour time frame. Then you can say, okay, the bullish move has started, or the bullish move that you're waiting for. But once you go to the 4-hour time frame, this is the 4-hour time frame, we are still on a bearish move, we are still on a downtrend move. So if you want to go long, this is not the best time. Just wait, right? Once you kind of like see higher highs and higher lows, you can see on the 4-hour time frame, you can see lower lows and lower highs. You see price drop, a pullback will be made, another drop, a pullback, another drop, a pullback, right? So this can be a pullback on this the New Zealand card, and price can start dropping. So this is one of the reasons why this is not the best time to actually take this trade. But once you start seeing kind of like impulse move, a pullback, another impulse move, and a pullback, right? And you get another impulse move, then and then you can go ahead to go long on New Zealand dollar card. So above all, you would want to get multiple break of structure upward before you consider going bullish on your 4-hour time frame. Now let's see what this 1-hour time frame is still saying. So 1-hour time frame itself has not even started the bullish move. So if the 1-hour time frame has not starts giving us a bullish move, yeah, I wonder if it won't even happen on the 4-hour time frame. That is not possible, right? And once it does not happen on the 4-hour time frame, it does not. You should not actually go ahead to go long, because on the daily time frame, you might even see it drop to this level of 38.2 that we talked about, that price can get to before it reacts. So above all, price needs to react to and get to the level before you guide and place the trade for the week. Now let's take a look at next one, or the last one, which is New Zealand dollar Swiss franc. So like I said, let's start with the monthly time frame. So you can see the full trend. This moment started 2018. You see the full trend, a bearish move, right? Price is dropping. Now price came up, right? When bullish. Now this is the recent movement that is being made on this New Zealand dollar and Swiss franc. You can see this is a bearish move. You can see lower lows and a lower highs. Now take a look at this drop and a pullback here, then a new drop and a pullback here, right? A new drop, of course, we expect a pullback to be made, a new drop, and a pullback is being made. So it's not of a surprise that we will be having a new drop on this New Zealand dollar Swiss franc. So above all, we will be expecting that bearish move on New Zealand dollar CAD. So we still expect New Zealand dollar Swiss franc. So more drop is to come. Secondly, you can see this price still trading below this moving average. But if eventually price breaks above this our 10 period moving average and it is trading above it, then the advice I will give you all is to just go ahead and go long on the trade, right? Because price can eventually start a movement like this as an uptrend move, and this will be considered to be a pullback and then a new highs, right? So this is one of the reasons why I'm saying before you go ahead, this highs here that we see here needs to be broken, and it must be trading that by that time it will be trading above this moving average. As long as this highs here, previous highs has been broken, right, and it is trading above this 10 period moving average, then and then maybe you can actually now go long on this New Zealand dollar Swiss franc. So now let's go to the weekly time frame to understand this movement. So this is the weekly time frame. You can see impulse move, pullback, a new impulse move. So now that we've gotten a drop, one thing I know for this week is that this price actually kind of give us like a bullish move. Now it's either we see this movement like this. If this is an uptrend move, right, on this New Zealand dollar card in Swiss franc, then this will be something like as an highs, and this will be considered to be low, a new highs, a new lows. After this lows, what do we expect? A further high. So as at here, we will be expecting this impulse movement around there. Secondly, if this price is now changing direction, the price now wants to start dropping as it is, on the monthly time frame. When you take a look at the food trend, you see that it is dropping. So if that price wants to start giving us that bearish move, of course, we've seen this drop, right? What do you expect? We expect kind of like a pullback, right? Before it actually continues that bearish move. So above all, this week, if that pullback will be made, then we should actually see it open and close green. So this week, we should expect this bullish move on New Zealand dollar Swiss franc. But we would have to go to the daily time frame to confirm the movements. You can see the movements. This is a lower lows and a lower high. So is there any instance that to actually go up more? Well, definitely not, because we are now getting that lower lows on the lower lows, lower highs on the daily time frame. So this is it. A lows, a pullback, can see it. A lows, see new lows has been made that broke this previous lows, and we would now take this to be a pullback. So we should be expecting a new low. So this week, right, if you want to go ahead, let's go ahead and expect a new lows that will break this lows. If you take a look at it on the monthly time frame, the food trend, you see that it is a downtrend move, and this daily time frame is starting to give us that movement. It's even giving us that movement, not on the doubt. So we are still currently on a pullback. Once this pullback is over, then you can go ahead and sell. You can still see it trading below a 10 period moving average. So New Zealand dollar Swiss franc still on a bearish move. And let's see what this forward time frame says. So clearly, this is a bearish move. It will not make sense for you to go ahead and start taking the trade because the forward time frame says bearish. Even the daily time frame, when you take a look at the monthly time frame, food trend, we are dropping. When you go to the daily time frame, you see lower lows and lower highs. Same thing with the forward time frame. So, and if you want to place that trade, you would want to trade with the trend, especially on the forward time frame where right trend is very sensitive at that level. So you would want to go ahead and sell. So New Zealand dollar Swiss franc, let's see if you can go ahead and go short for this week.